Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and this is a nighttime chat. Ooh, I think it's number 19. 19 of these special programs. Ooh, check them all out. These are all discussions all about board gaming and Kickstarter or crowdfunding. Anyway, what's on my mind tonight? Ooh, well, early access. Ooh, what does that mean, early access? Well, you know, on my channel and on Kickstarter this week is the super retail game, party game, of greatest game of all time of its genre in party games, of course, which is the High Roller edition of You Know What. Now, I've actually stopped backing retail, and I look at retail, don't get me wrong. I do still find retail fascinating, but I now believe that if a retail game is as good as it is, it will eventually come to Kickstarter as a pimped up edition. We've seen this more than once over the last few years, retail games coming on Kickstarter for a special edition. And I think this is a great way to wait for them, actually, because they only come to Kickstarter once they've got a following, right? Noisy traffic here. This is the Big Apple, I believe, or the yellow taxis going into Central Park. Looks absolutely freezing, doesn't it? I say that because I'm wearing shorts and t-shirt. It was 29 degrees here today in the west coast of Mexico. But hey, yeah, Central Park. There's a green sign there. This looks like the scene from the movie Home Alone, right? Home Alone 2. Love that movie. Anyhow. So yeah, the way I see it is in video games, I don't play any phone games because I don't have a cell phone. Ergo, I don't play those games, right? But they do float to the PC when they're so big, right? They eventually will come over, and that's when I will play them, and they are absolutely fantastic when they do that. I love it when they do that. And I guess that's what retail is. It's something that I don't buy from now, and it's almost like the phone games. I just don't have a phone, so I'm not interested in it. I don't buy into that. And it's funny as well, because in PC gaming you have early access on Steam, and I don't touch them with a barge pole. I really don't. I'm far willing to just wait on that. I mean, I kickstarted Star Citizen. I don't play that game. I'm waiting for it to come out. When it's finished, I follow it though, absolutely, but I don't play them. And I think this is what's happening to Kickstarter now. When you're backing a game, it's almost like early access. And when second prints come out, and they will come out because you know they will. The first Kickstarter is the risk. It pays for all of the development, and usually they make a loss, and it's when they come back to Kickstarter that is the time that they make a profit. Kickstarter now for developers is a long game, so they need to be able to cover all of that ground. So when it comes back around as a second Kickstarter, it's no longer early access. It's got all of its problems fixed, all of its complaints fixed, errata fixed, components fixed, etc. And you get then the mature game, the game out of early access. So for me, am I following my PC market, where I don't look at phone games and I don't look at early access? I wait for them to gravitate to the PC when they're finished. Have I done that with board gaming? I don't buy retail. I wait for them to come to Kickstarter and then I'll get them. Or do I not know back Kickstarters for their first edition? I'll wait for their second edition. Boom! They're following each other. Now, I don't think that this is... I'm only pointing this out as the being similar. I don't think that I'm following a pattern per se. I think this is a maturity and having a little bit of wisdom on how these medias are now, right? Because what we want is the best that it can offer, right? So if the retail game comes to Kickstarter and it gets fully pimped out and oversized, it looks fantastic. We have it. It's amazing. Best it's going to be. When it gravitates from retail, that cell phone game gravitating to the PC becomes better. You get all of the things in that one box. You get all of the expansions in that one game. And that PC game is complete. That retail game on Kickstarter is complete. Now, those early access games, the Kickstarter First Edition, they are fantastic, of course. We've all been backing games over the last few years, maybe 10 years. And you may have had games that have come that have had their problems. Who knows? And when the second edition comes through, you're pretty much buying your rat packs for it, right? To fix it. I think the weirdest one I've seen is Human Perseverance. It's on my banner art. I love that Euro game. I can't wait to get it when it arrives. That first edition of the game, there was a problem on the board. And on the recent Game Found, you had to you could replace the board. I mean, it was only $4 to replace the board, and it's a giant board, double-sided like. But still, the board had to be replaced. How much of a beta is that? The beta of it, the first Kickstarter of it, had miniatures and standees combined, and when they're bringing out the second edition or the updated reprint of it, they've got rid of the standees because at the end of the day, no one was really using them. Because people were painting these dinosaurs because they look so great. Anyway, there's not many dinosaur games out there. Not like this is anyway. I don't know if you know Human Perseverance. It's absolutely... It's like a very deep thematic Euro game. Medium weight, but yeah. Anyhow. So what do you think about this then? So... Do you think it's funny that I think that retail is like cell phone games? Like, I've always said Kickstarter is the Premier League of board gaming. So, is it so much of a surprise to say that? Is it insulting to say that? Maybe it is. I am a polemic. I do sometimes mostly say things that annoy people. That's what it is. And I'm guessing is Kickstarter just early access now? We just wait for the second print. That's the big philosophy, I think. I've been banging that drum now, I think. So, Ooh, I'm coming into board gaming. What do you suggest? I suggest not getting anything off retail unless it's on Kickstarter. And I don't suggest you kickstart anything unless it's second reprint. That's it. You won't get a game with bad components. You won't get a game with bad errata problems and this, that, and the other. So, so if you wait for them to come to Kickstarter, you wait for the second print, you'll get the best of both worlds. And you'll be loving it. Because you'll have so many reviews of that game to look at. You'll have so much more research that can come in as well. And it will be one heck of an exciting experience. And because they are on the second run as well, are coming to Kickstarter from retail, they will likely deliver within 12 months as well. So there's not this epic wait for games. Looking at you, Freedom 5, 3 years waiting. Looking at you, Madara, Act 2 and 3, 5 years waiting. 5 years waiting for Madara, Act 2 and 3. If you originally backed Madara, it was the latest Kickstarter, that game. Like, how beta was that? Maybe the beta is that you're just waiting forever for the game, and that's what Madara was. Madara is still, and that's what Freedom 5 is. It's an early access problem. that is part of the game, right? Man, look at this place at winter. It looks so magical, doesn't it? I've got to come here on holiday for winter one year just to go to this. I guess it's a winter wonderland. I don't think I've got any gear to wear though in this environment from Mexico. Holy smoke. Probably first day you get here is just to go shopping in, I don't know if you've got Irish pennies. I think you do. If there's a pennies in New York, you get some cheap gear. Oh, there's TK Maxx, isn't there, of course. You can go to that in the US and get some winter gear. But I think when you're acclimatized to Mexico, you need, like, ski gear. You need salopettes and a ski jacket. But wow, I could spend all day in this bloody place. I love it. Wow, I'm going to have to use this video on another night chat. Late night chat, right? It's a long video, so next time I do one, I'll be at the bridge here, I'd say. We'll go under the bridge. Well, there you go, peeps. There's my thoughts tonight. It's all about early access and just waiting for these things to develop into the greatest form. That when you get them, you can rest assured you've got the best of the best. Well, there's the nightcap chat tonight. There's many of these. This is number 19 now done. I hope you enjoy it. Please give the video a thumbs up. Think about subscribing and checking out the other special programs that I do on the channel. So thank you so much for listening. This is Kickstarter Radio 1 and 2.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, and share your thoughts down below. So you take care, stay safe, and bye for now. I love the sound of walking in snow. Magical. Yeah, it is.